So what is adventure therapy? Adventure therapy is getting out of your comfort zone. It's doing something truly unique that you're going to talk about every day for the rest of your life. Adventure therapy is getting out there and connecting with like-minded individuals, doing something that you know is going to resonate with your soul. So adventure therapy is all about growth. Camp Road Warrior 2024 was held at the YO Ranch, which is a magical place.
There's a lot of rich history here. It's one of the oldest ranches in Texas. My name's Ryan Normandin. Spent almost a decade in the United States Army and currently work at the YO Ranch headquarters. Being with nature is just so impactful. This place has an energy and a spirit. What I've learned is that energy and that spirit, this place talks to you. You just have to be willing to listen.
So you're like, oh, it's a big ranch. And you're like, oh, they just happen to have animals from Africa as well.
You get the sense of it the moment you walk on, hear everything, all the wildlife. It's abundant there.
It's definitely, like I said, an experience.
Again, thank you guys for actually getting here. One of the traditions that we're going to be kicking off here, especially at the YO Ranch, is the introduction bonfire. I'll start it out with this. My name is Kendall Madden. I was U.S. Air Force, served over in Okinawa, Japan.
My name is Kendall Madden. I am one of the directors of the Road Warrior Foundation. I have been a part of the foundation since day one. I served in the Air Force back in the early 2000s. I was an aircrew member on an MC-130P Combat Shadow. I was injured in the line of duty. I got medically retired and totally lost my team. Kind of lost my sense of purpose and direction, and went through some hard times after getting out of the military, struggling, just trying to find meaning. Road Warrior Foundation gave me a sense of purpose, drive, commitment, and way to give back to my community. So I've stayed involved in every way, shape, or form possible.
I'm just the Warmac. I was in 101st Airborne Division in the Rakasans and deployed to Iraq.
Jess is a special lady because she really cares about everybody at the camp, and it was very obvious from day one. Making sure everyone had their water bottles, you picked up all your stuff, you got your shoes, you got your boots. She was making sure everybody was staying in line.
Where your wheel is so you're not going over. No, but so you're not going over the line. I've never ridden before. I feel like we're riding pretty good. We're staying in good formations, keeping good distance, safe distance, trying to have some inner peace. Been working on self-esteem. That's right, I do feel like a badass.
By putting herself out there, acting a little more like the camp mom. Camp mom. Camp mom. Camp mom made everybody feel comfortable with her immediately.
My name is Anthony Sambaro.
Next year will be 30 years in the Marine Corps.
I'm a Master Gunnery Sergeant in the United States Marine Corps. Next year will make 30 years, and I'll mark my retirement.
At first, Simba was that shy Marine who just stood back and watched everybody operate for the first day, maybe 2 days. He just wanted to see how everyone was communicating. He wanted to see what this whole thing was about. After just a couple of days, Simba's breaking out of his shell. I wouldn't even say cracking out of his shell, breaking out of his shell, talking, joking, laughing, telling stories in front of everybody, and truly embracing the spirit of Camp Road Warrior.
So that's the beauty of this, right? Being around people who maybe understand, who maybe are in the same situation where maybe they had nobody to talk to. So now it's like, hey, I didn't have anybody to talk to either. You don't, so let's talk together. All right, guys, it's getting late. Let's wrap up here. Remember, jiu-jitsu starts at 7 right here. Breakfast starts at 8, and get some shut-eye. We started out the morning with yoga overlooking the African plains.
Yogi Jess leading the crew. I'm very impressed because she knows to say, like, do it on your right side. And then she looks that way, so nobody's getting confused.
Jess Lintner, the blonde Jess. a prior alumni. She just put out this positivity that was infectious. And to have her come back and be in a leadership role, you know, she was running yoga every morning.
So it's not my strong suit to stand up in front of people and lead something that I'm not necessarily even qualified to do. I usually do yoga where I'm a participant, and so it's pretty exciting to share some of my habits with the other teammates because this is something that I practice daily. To bring it to here, to a ranch in Texas, is kind of a unique experience that just we stumbled upon. It wasn't planned.
That was our way of preparing for the day, getting our mind ready for what was to come, making sure we were alert, making sure we were ready for today's mission.
Do you know these poses?
I do not. I've never done yoga. I've always wanted to, though.
You are doing it.
I'm doing it, huh? Another first for the camp.
I don't know if I've heard of anybody express how many firsts she's had during this trip.
There was a lot of firsts.
I think there's been about 10. I kind of lost count of firsts.
You know, from skipping rocks to playing with a duck.
Even if other people have done it before, when it's your first, it actually gives them like, oh, they like learned this from me. They're having like a valuable moment of giving, and you're having a valuable moment of receiving. And you both grow when that happens.
Like I had told them with the cold plunge, it was a stress reducer. You get into cold water and you get the fight or flight mentality. You're automatically telling yourself, I can't do this, I need to get out.
That was our instructor there, showing us how to do it.
Holy
You can see the demonstration went well. I think the grass got more of a cold plunge.
You go first so we're calm.
I've implemented into a daily routine.
Oh yeah, man.
So, big thing was inflammation, pain, stress, anxiety. Meditation is key. Controlling your breathing. Finding that happy place, ignoring all the factors. Just try and find that happy place. I'm listening to my breathing while I'm trying to control it.
Fuck you, Ice. Fuck you. I'm excited for the after feeling I get.
Alrighty, in 3, 2, 1.
He's like a Zen master or something. I don't even.
There you go, now you're controlling it, you got it. Implementing certain things like that into your routine can change your day a little bit at a time. Great thing to add in the morning. I'm guaranteed not to have a cup of coffee afterwards. Get in there.
Once you get in, it's not that bad.
Those morning sessions were prepping ourselves, getting our gear together, making sure our comms were tight, making sure everybody had all their proper gear on before we hopped on the bikes and started rolling, man.
Can-Am has been a special part of Road Warrior Foundation from day one. They have enabled us to bring everybody out on these road trips throughout the years and made sure that everybody felt included and part of the team. Doing some training day here, we're getting everybody accustomed to the vehicles, getting them used to the throttle, getting them used to the brake, just getting the feel of the vehicle so when we get out on the open road, that everything just feels natural.
We have Matt Mosier in here. He's going to be teaching people how to get those training day session rides out of the way.
We really got to make sure everyone's comfortable, everyone's competent, everyone's just feels safe. Because safety is the name of the game. The whole point of this is to come out, be free, enjoy the road. And we can't do that if we're not safe.
It's very exciting to see people kind of get out of their comfort zone, learning for the first time, machines that they've never even been on. Fast forward a couple of days later, the progression of that and their confidence in that.
I can get lost in just riding because you can just shut down almost everything that's going on in your brain. You can just ride.
It's good. Everybody's pretty tight. Everybody understands what they're doing. Like, it looks safe. It feels safe. Everybody's having fun.
Getting some good adventure therapy out. Ready to go enjoy the rest of the day.
That was awesome, man. Beautiful ride. All right. It's a lovely day. We're out here on the water.
I mean, you could just see how everybody's coming out of their bubble.
Well, welcome to Canyon Lake.
And what's funny is these sparks are the little babies of the Sea-Doos. Let's get after it.
The Powersports at the lake was an awesome feeling, just out there, falling in the water a couple times, but I think it was great.
Let's give it up for Curtis here. Appreciate you coming out here.
I'm really excited for what you guys are doing at Eyewear Foundation. Couldn't wait to help out when I heard this was happening, so excited to see you guys, and thank you so much.
10th Planet Austin and the Hembrofts have been nothing but supportive. Once they heard about Camp Road Warrior, they jumped up to help us help the veterans.
It really does mean a lot when you guys come out here, show some support. You guys know all these guys and girls just appreciate it.
Love these guys. Do it every time.
Yeah, man, what you're doing is amazing. I couldn't thank you more for letting me be part of it.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you tons, dude.
Thank you, dude. Thanks, man. Appreciate you guys coming out.
To motorsports on the water, back to motorsports on land. Now going to break bread with everybody. I mean, the only thing that's going to get better, we get back around the fire pit and talk about everything today.
At first, most people are coming expecting to just ride the bikes. When I saw the fire pit and the people arranged a certain way around the fire pit, I was like, this is going to be something a little bit more. That's like the base of operations. That is life. That's growth. It's everything taking dead wood and turning it back into life and supplying us with energy. It's everything. So being around it is so powerful because of the great energy, the great people, and that's what it's all about.
A lot of times you look at the veterans when we show them off when they're very happy and we're doing fun things and exciting new adventures, but the reality is the majority of the experience is being around that campfire.
And it's hard, right? When you've been around so long and you want to talk about stuff, and we'll just say like wartime, those guys are gone, right? So even though people are sympathetic to your cause, they really don't understand. So that's the beauty of this, right? Being around people who maybe understand, who maybe are in the same situation where maybe they had nobody to talk to.
In this documenting process, we want to show the growth, but we also want to respect them. So there's going to be a lot of situations here where you're not going to see those super tender moments.
I would say, I would say it's more than a therapy session.
All we want is conversation and camaraderie.
Knowing that we were all here for each other.
It's stuff you can't buy.
Like I didn't realize that I actually needed it.
We're in a room full of people, and yet sometimes we still feel alone.
Oftentimes it feels like you're holding a weight, and you just want to let it go.
A lot of folks will intentionally and or unintentionally self-isolate.
We're not made to be alone.
Healing is a journey. It's not going to happen overnight.
Team building, camaraderie.
Being with like-minded individuals, being with people who have been through certain things.
And just letting it out.
At the end of the day, it's the campfire that truly pulls us into those deeper conversations.
There's something about a glow of light on someone's face that makes you want to listen to them.
Good to know you're not the only fucked up one in the room.
An arm around the shoulder saying, hey, you know, we've been there, we got you.
That's why this kind of therapy works.
Every veteran who's thinking about coming on this trip, who might be watching this, is you're not alone. That's first and foremost. You're not alone. And if you think you are, you need to come out. You need to partake in a Road Warrior event, and you're going to see that from day one, from the initial introduction, that the stories that are going to be told, the feelings that are going to be expressed, a lot of people out there share those same exact feelings. And I think by coming here, it might take you from a dark place and might bring you back to the light. So definitely don't be scared. Take a leap of faith. And if you're going to do it, there's no better foundation to do it with. This is the place for you.